Knapping is the shaping of flint, chert, obsidian, or other fracturing stone through the process of lithic reduction to manufacture stone tools. Tools that men used centuries ago to hunt, craft, and commit acts of violence. They'll be doing some flint knapping out at Moundville this weekend. Here to tell me more about it is Betsy Irwin of Moundville Archaeological Park. Betsy, thank you so much for being with us today.
Great to be here, Danny.
All right, and I noticed you've got a blade. I don't feel threatened, though. Should I?
Well, you know, any rock that breaks like glass is capable of being flint knapped, and if you've ever cut yourself with a piece of glass, you know how sharp that is. Actually, it's the world's sharpest edge, much sharper than steel. The problem with points that are made out of glass-like materials is that if you drop them, they break. So
it's not an issue of it being sharp, it's an issue of durability, correct?
Right, and also a glass edge is going to will lose its sharpness a lot quicker than a metal edge will.
Ah, understood. So this weekend at Moundville, you guys are going to have a whole bunch of flint knappers out there, people that craft and do things like make arrowheads and blades like this.
Right. This has actually gone a little bit further than what you would normally think of something being flint knapped. And you can do anything. Some people use modern tools, and this is an example of this. This is called lapidary knapping. And what the person has done, it's kind of almost like shaping a gemstone. And if you think about when a BB hits a window pane, where it impacts that window pane, the hole is small, but it pops out in a cone shape. Well, that's exactly the same thing, the same principle that they use when they break this. But they hit on the edge of the piece, and a portion of that cone pops off of the bottom. So when you think about it being a technology, a lot of times you'll hear people say that it's a primitive technology. But if you think about the thought process that you have to go through and the geometry that you have to kind of have in your mind to actually be able to finish a point from start to finish, not to mention the variations and the different types of rocks and the fracture planes and all these different things that could happen. You know, it's kind of an interesting process.
Sounds pretty complicated.
Well, we're also gonna, if you don't want to flint knap, and they'll be glad to sit you down and teach you. We also have a lot of different activities for children. We have people that'll be shooting the bow and throwing the atlatl, which is what was used before the bow and arrow. And kids can make a little bead necklace. And we also have the new museum open for people to come in and take a look at, and that's fantastic in itself.
All righty. Well, Betsy, we're out of time. Thank you so much for being with us. That looks interesting. It looks like it's going to be fun out at Moundville this weekend. The Knap-In is going on right now and runs through Sunday at the Moundville Archaeological Park. For more information, call 205-371-8732 or go online to moundville.ua.edu.